grab it from me.
Oh, I didn't?
No, I would have given it to you.
You would not have.
What do you think, that's my only copy? I've got several copies stashed safely away.
Are you trying to blackmail me?
No. You got it right the first time. I'm out for revenge, pure and simple. I want you to feel the pain that I felt when I lost Clint, and you will surely lose him when he finds out what you did on that tape. Why, it's going to make my little misdeed with David seem like a trifle, especially to a man of Clint's high integrity and honesty.
You're in love with Clint, aren't you?
No, it was actually the other way around. Oh, Clint was so madly in love with me. I tell you, frankly, sometimes I just felt smothered.
No, you didn't. You never felt anything like that. You wanted Clint more than you wanted any other man in a long, long time. But that, God, what went wrong? You appalled him. You humiliated him. You embarrassed him, and you ultimately betrayed him. That's what happened.
I made Clint feel young and vital. Since he's been with you, he's lost his energy and his zest for life.
He was relieved to be rid of you, and he's happier than he's been in a long time. In every way.
That couldn't possibly be true. And even if he is temporarily deluded, oh, you will change all of that and make him miserable. Because the only turn on in all of this for you is the fact that sleeping with Clint gets back at Beau. Yes, Nora, you're only doing this to hurt Beau.
Well, could you just tell me anything? When did she leave here? Like 5 minutes ago, half an hour, what?
I don't know, Roxy. What difference does it make?
I feel like a nuclear bomb is gonna go off and I gotta stop it. What's a cell phone number?
I have no idea.
No, I can't even call that Yenta. I know she's pissed at me because my son is marrying her little princess, but to send me to the slammer? You ever see those women behind bars movies? Those chicks, they're not exactly Martha Stewart.
Roxy, you have to calm down.
I gotta find her before she does me and Viki.
Oh. Well, look, if Dorian went to see Nora, I know that there was some sort of meeting at Buchanan Enterprises, and Natalie mentioned that Nora was going to be there.
You saved my life. I love you to death, Vic. Thanks.
Talk about insanity.
Yeah.
I know why Dorian went to see Nora anyway.
Oh, you couldn't care less. You just want to talk about something, anything other than Hawaii.
Speaking of Hawaii, here's a little trivia for you. Did you know that the wind blows east to west in Hawaii? And it was admitted to the Union in 1959. It's also the only state in the Union that grows its own coffee.
No kidding. Want to hear another fascinating fact?
Mm-hmm.
Your family does not belong in Hawaii, and you never will. You belong right here in Landview, Pennsylvania, okay? And furthermore, you do not have the right to make this decision unilaterally. You have to get your family together, sit them down, and talk to them about this move. Find out how they feel about it. Otherwise, you're going to do something that you will seriously regret.
Does your dad know how you feel? He has to. I had a complete meltdown in front of him. I said that I wouldn't go and that I was going to stay here with Aunt Dorian.
And I'm guessing he didn't go for that.
No, of course he didn't. Because he wants to keep me away from you, and although he denies it, I know that it's the truth. I know that it's the whole stupid reason why he's moving us to Hawaii.
Starr, I don't know. I mean, that sounds kind of extreme, even for your dad.
My dad is extreme, but he's gone and completely insane. He is mean, he's stubborn. I've never been so mad at him in my entire life.
But you still love him, Starr.
What does that have to do with anything?
I just mean you're gonna forgive him at some point.
No, I don't think I'm going to. Because you know what? He doesn't love me. Because if he did love me, he wouldn't be taking away everything that is important to me, anything or anybody that I have ever loved. I can't let him do this
Starr,
to me.
no.
No? Do you want me to move to Hawaii?
No, of course not. But I don't think you should talk to your dad when you're so upset. All right, it'll only make things worse.
There is nothing worse right now, Cole.
Starr, just listen to Cole. Please, just wait till tomorrow until you and your dad have both cooled down.
By tomorrow, I will be halfway across the Pacific. If I am going to talk to my dad, now is the only time.
Oh, no. But that's us.
Okay, the sketches that John and Antonio had, they didn't look anything like us.
Well, we thought those were the real thing.
Yeah, and that the nearsighted nun had just got your description wrong, right? Just keep denying.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
I'll just destroy these on my way out the door, right?
I don't get it. How did John and Antonio get the Buca sketches and you had the originals?
I just happened to be in the BE office getting Jared's signature on the contracts when we saw those coming out of the fax.
And you doctored the sketches? Oh, Nash, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, it wasn't entirely my idea. It was mostly Jared's.
So he knows?
Yeah. In fact, he's the one who did the whole computer thing, and then we printed it out onto the fax machine so it looked like the original.
That's amazing that Jared stuck his neck out for us like that.
Well, it's not that amazing. I mean, he is family, and he's acting more and more like it every day.
I feel really guilty bringing him into this.
You feel guilty? God, I feel guilty. I was the one that created this whole mess in the first place. Don't say anything, okay? What were you even doing here in the first place? What were you doing in Allison's room?
Just making sure that she is happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
What's going on in there? I don't know, but I have to go in there and talk to her. I need to be the first one to see her.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that ain't happening. Jessica, why are you so anxious to speak to Miss Perkins? I know it ain't got well wishes with what she put you through.
I just want to see how Allison's doing. I'm just curious, that's all.
I see. Well, this is a criminal investigation, and first I need to speak to her as to why she was so intent upon killing you.
Because she's a homicidal maniac.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it, but I also need to find out who broke her out of St. Anne's. You want to get to the bottom of that, don't you, Jessica? Oh, doctor, how's our patient?
She opened her eyes.
Oh, good, I need to see her.
No, first I talk to her.
Dr. McBain, could you come in, please?
Woke up? I mean, how could she wake up? So much for the long, drawn-out coma.
God, what do we do now?
You think everyone is as petty and childish and mean-spirited as you are.
Oh, my, I really pushed a button, didn't I?
Don't get back at people, Dorian. That's what you do. You see, you sleep with David to get back at Clint, and oh, aren't you proud of that move? Didn't that turn out well for you?
Why don't you get off your moral high horse? That tape proves you're no better than anybody else. In fact, worse.
You know, and what a great person. A good friend you are, especially to your darling, dearest Lindsay. While you're getting your jollies humiliating me, you'll also be humiliating her, because you know perfectly well she's on this tape as well.
Lindsay can handle a little humiliation. She's gotten used to it. And it'll all be worth it, won't it? To bring you down. In fact, may I make a suggestion here? Why don't you resign right now, Madame District Attorney? Just get it over with. Hey, this is historical, really. Did Nora Hannon at a loss for words? And no wonder, because I'm sure you can just imagine how that video will just explode on the internet. And I can just see Clint in front of his computer, his jaw dropping. Oh, my. Dorian was right all along. Nora is nothing but a lying, two-faced bitch.
Caught in the act, up to no good as usual, huh, Dorian?
What are you doing here?
Never mind Roxy, what are you doing here? You know perfectly well what I'm doing here. You are setting me up to get busted, and I'm here to stop it.
But I was
excuse me, did it slip your addled brain? You're on that tape, lady. So if you're planning to bring me down, I'm gonna bring you right down with me.
Dorian, what exactly is on this tape?